Dopest dope I've ever smoked. Hands down, dopest dope I've ever smoked. It's not better than the Blue Oyster. You can't be. I don't think I can't handle better than this. This is like...
You ready?
Yep.
Welcome to Smoke With Us.
I'm Blue.
And I'm Eastwood. And this is our virtual smoke circle.
Hooty hoo.
Because we stoners out here can get a little lonely.
So we thought, let's make the world less lonely. Join the circle, bro.
So we created this to just, talk and become friends and share shit with, just whatever.
Just share shit. Like, we just give you shit, you give us shit.
Just back and forth, swapping shit.
It's a shit party.
This episode is brought to you by East Tree CBD.
Woo woo.
Yeah, they have CBD, obviously.
Yeah, they do.
Delta 8, they have gummies, they have topical, they have everything.
You got arthritis? They can help.
Yeah.
You got a little case of the Mondays? They can help.
Yeah. That Delta 8 is definitely something, if you don't want something that's going to take you to the moon, Delta 8 is the perfect place to get.
If you were ever smoking and you're like, man, all of this really intense stuff is nice, but sometimes I just want a beer. Like, I don't always want shots. Delta 8.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you go to easttreecbd.com and then use the code SWU10, you can tithe your 10% to the Church of Stoners. And
praise be.
Yeah, guys, like it's a great place. Definitely hit them up. Follow them on social media. They have Instagram, probably have a Facebook.
Probably.
And say that Smoke With Us sent you. If you do comment on one of their photos, it'd be nice, for them to hear from our fans. We're also smoking on some Super Lemon Haze. We did this last episode, but we had it with wine. This time it's a straight shooter. So we will rate it at the very end of the episode.
Spoiler alert. I would name it not super. Like just lemon haze.
Yeah. I don't know what the super
or
is
like
about.
normal lemon haze or
right.
Lemon haze. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, so I'm at a 7.5. What are you at?
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so at this point, if you're not at a 7.5 and you want to catch up, go ahead and hit pause. If you are, continue with us, and we'll see you on the other side. And we're back.
I started my Japanese classes.
You have konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Scott desu. Watashi wa Scott desu.
Ha ha ha. Ha.
Ha ha. That's how you say mom.
Ha ha.
Chi-Chi is dad.
Chi-Chi.
And there's a bunch of
So if you say it like that, is it technically daddy? Chi-Chi. Or is it just dad?
Well, I was about to say, you actually have to add things to change it to daddy, I would guess.
Well, what would daddy be then?
That'd be like, yeah, I think you would be more like, I don't know, I didn't master the language. God damn, I said I started it.
Damn. I mean, you're into basic shit. Like, daddy's pretty basic.
Dad is basic. Daddy in a sexual way is basic.
No, but like
they're out here in preschool. And it's like, and then if you want to signal that you want him to be your daddy, say daddy.
No. Someone in Japan want to be called daddy, and it's their kid. So they could say that. So I don't know if they told you like mommy and daddy. It's like a normal American thing to say.
Yeah, but like you think they teach in Spanish as a second language, and they're like, okay, and now we're gonna learn mommy and daddy, so you can all sound like children.
Whatever, dude. Why are you getting so defensive? I'm not telling you that you have to be a fucking Japanese expert.
But you're the one that's saying. You're the one that's saying like, daddy should be like the second thing you learn.
Me, jeez.
It's just because you're like, why haven't you learned daddy yet? It's like
I don't like what energy this gives you.
Whatever, dude. You're the one that thought.
You're like, I'm not a master. Duh.
You're the
bitch.
one that thought like sexual words were.
You didn't say, guys, I mastered the Japanese language.
That's what
you
I'm
said
saying.
I started. No, I know, but I wasn't like, I don't think I was meaning to come off that way, and you just like took it there.
Well, because I kept being I started out by being like, you think they're gonna teach you daddy, and then you're like, it's right there, it's daddy.
Well, I also realized what I was thinking is like saying it differently would maybe add those extra like syllables or whatever, but it doesn't work like that. So I was like, actually, I'm kind of wrong with that.
Yeah.
So that's what I realized as you were saying it. And then you just like exploded.
You're right. You were right about the dad. It would be more, if you said it like that, it's probably more like dad.
But yeah, that's really cool that you're learning it.
I can count to 10.
I'm happy for you. Do it now.
Are you serious?
Yep, now.
Oh, fuck. Ich, ni, san, yon, go, roku, nana, I've been having trouble with, hachi, q, ju.
Dude, Roku.
And in theory, right? I thought that same thing, dude. 6, I memorized that immediately, dude.
Yeah, how could you not?
It also made me be like, how is there no like fucking conspiracy theorists talking about Roku being like the devil's service? Like Roku in Japanese means 6,
Bro.
which stands so it's 666 because your remote says Roku, it says it on the TV, and it says it on the box. That's 3 6s. Roku's the devil.
Dude, my favorite thing is the monster bitch that goes
Oh
to
my god,
church
dude.
things and talks about how
Don't
monster
even get me started on that.
unleash the beast.
You know what the most frustrating thing about it was? Not only was I a biblical study student when that came out, who loved Monster, I like took Hebrew, ancient Hebrew. So like the number fucking shit she was talking about, I was like, bitch, I learned that. I know the alphabet. I can say them all. I have a little song for it. And it's like, this symbol actually even looks more like a different symbol. Like you're kind of bastardizing the original. There's one that looks slightly different. And that's actually what the thing would be, which would be 7. So it's really God's drink. Okay. Like I was so mad. And then because Christians, like admit it or not, super superstitious, super duper. So all you need is one Christian bitch to give you even like a superstitious side of the thing. And then there's still going to be at least 10% of them that like, they might not fully agree, but they'll be like, it makes me nervous now. And so there's like a few people in my school that were like, I'm not saying it's the devil's drink, but you see that video?
like when those bitches tried to boycott McDonald's.
When we were on this trip. Oh my God.
I was like, you shop at Target, bitch? You shop at Walmart.
That's what I said. I was like, okay, here's the story. So we were going on this way to the big Christian event and they were going to boycott McDonald's because they gave to a thing that like, I don't even think it was directly a gay thing. It was like they gave to an organization that also like part of the things that come to them go to gay organizations. So it's like they gave to an overall charity of like stopping child homelessness. And so some of that money goes to like some gay shelters. Like that was it. And McDonald's gave a big donation and they were like, we can't eat at McDonald's. They support stuff we don't like. And I was like, they all give to shit like that though. And she's like, yeah, but like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, do you eat chips, bitch? do you shop at Walmart? And she's like, yeah. I was like, guess what? It's like, they gave them too. And I was like, so you're just saying McDonald's because it's easy for you? I was like, that's not really making a statement then, is it? And they're like, whatever, we're not drinking. They just like fell back on, well, we're not eating McDonald's. So I had to walk there. You guys were like in Wendy's. I especially at that time, I really didn't like Wendy's because my family would go there all the time.
Oh, I remember that.
And so I was like, I'm not eating Wendy's. I was like, can we stop by the McDonald's? And they're like, we ain't going.
I don't think I was even there.
They were like, we ain't going to McDonald's. You don't think you were there?
No.
Oh, no, you didn't go to this one. This is the one I met Jesus on.
Yeah.
And that's right. You didn't go to this one, did you?
You just told me about it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I was there because of how much you told me about it.
Well, / like you knew the people too. So it's like, and it was in the church van. So you've been in that church van. It wasn't hard to recreate the moment.
True. Dude, I just like boycotting anything I can't because
you went to the big one though, right? Of those like Christian events?
I think so.
You went to that one and the one in like Cincinnati or Cleveland, right?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me with boycotting things is just like, if I boycott one thing, I have to do it all. I can't just ride that line.
That's what I'm saying. Well, / like, because like, then it's not a principle.
Yeah.
Like if you're actually boycotting because you believe it's bad enough that you need a fucking boycott, then you got to boycott them all.
Yeah.
And if you ain't, then you're lying to yourself. You're a shitty person that believes that and you're soothing it. And you know you're kind of a shitty person and you're soothing it.
This might be a little extreme, but you might be the ones that might not get to heaven. Like, I'm just saying, like if you're someone who just picks and chooses what they believe in morally and it's just like a free for all. Like, no, you can't. It's not a trend. Moral is not a trend.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't change your moral positions. I'm just saying, like, have principles. Like, once you change them, live by them.
Yeah, 100%.
Because if not, what are you doing?
Yeah, it just annoys the fuck out of me.
Just go full blown psychopath.
basically what my dad is now.
I mean,
this stuff is like making my I'm like have like hyper focus to my lips for some reason.
that's weird. Well, stop it. You're
And
chapping.
it kind of hurts like a little bit.
Yeah, because you're probably chapping them as we speak because you're focusing on them. So you're just going like, and then tomorrow you'll be like, my lips always chap. It's like, well, stop licking them.
That's always been a thing for me. When I was young, you knew it was winter when I had red lips. Like a ring of like shit around my, because I was like, I don't even know why.
Me neither. I don't like my like I hate chapped lips. So like
I also have like a weird thing of smelling stuff. I love smells
yeah.
in general. It's like I want to smell everything. And like it's always been a problem. My grandma was even like, that's kind of weird that you like want to smell everything. I was like, bitch.
Bitch, I'm improving my palate.
Rest in peace, grandma. I still love you.
Is it the god?
Yeah, it's the one that they worship.
Yeah.
The god.
Is it the deity?
Basically.
The ancestor. First among equals. What was I gonna say? So anyway, I technically know how to speak to 100 now.
Yeah.
Not confidently. And give me a second. But
Dude, you know what?
that guy, and real quick, I don't know if this is because I'm not like didn't grow up with it, but I feel like their way of counting higher numbers is like more of a mouthful. But I can't tell if that's just because I feel like all we do is like add a T and then a number. You know what I mean? So we're like 8T6. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
1T1. There, so you would say like how many tens it is. So like you say Jew, right? So then if it's like 30, you would say like San, which is 3. So you say Sanju, and then the number. So it'd be like Sanju Hachi.
I'm not trying to do math when I speak.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it feels like, right? That, like, I don't know. And like maybe if I grew up with it, I would think the opposite. Totally fair. But like to me, I'm like, then there's like 8, 10.
Like, bro, I ain't gonna learn how to count then and be like,
Yeah.
translator.
As soon as it gets to numbers, you're like, you master everything else but numbers.
I point to you. I'm just like, hey.
I'm writing down on paper.
That would be. I just wouldn't know it at all. You would have to write it down on paper to get it. That'd be exactly how it'd fucking go. Dude, I've been having a hankering to go to another country because I've never been to another country.
Yeah. Are you saying like a real other country?
Yeah,
Or are you talking
like
about like
across the
Bermuda?
pond. Like across the pond. Like like
Are you-
Europe.
Any country, or like are you purposely wanting it to be like more different? So it's like they don't speak English primarily, or
No, I don't want it to be that different.
okay,
I just want like a change of scenery. Because I was talking to my friend who lives in England, and he was showing me some like shit that's just like outside his window, and it just looks so cool
yeah,
and like just different.
yeah.
And so I'm like, man, I want to go.
I feel you.
Yeah, I want to go really bad. He told me about this gay village in Manchester. 'Cause that's where he lives. He was like, he's straight, but he was like, dude,
I heard Manchester's ugly.
he's like, you would absolutely love it. No, I've seen, from what he showed me, I've seen some really pretty stuff.
Might be showing you the postcards.
No. Like,
I watch a lot of British television,
oh my God.
and they got shit on Manchester, dude.
Well, yeah. But he said that they have like a gay village that he says is really, really cool.
Does that mean, is it essentially like Boys Town?
I think, but it's like if Boys Town was all of Chicago type of thing, I think. And the way he was describing it to me. Like it's like an actual village that like is just kind of been taken over by gay people. So it's just super gay, but it's like an actual, like its own, like, it's not like
It's not like a section of Manchester?
not like of the city. It's like separate. Whereas Boys Town would be considered as a part of Chicago.
Yeah.
But they have like this big ass fucking parade. Well, every year.
Yeah,
But
wow.
it looked fun. Like it wasn't like floats and shit. It's just people like walking through the street and just being fucking gay.
That sounds miserable. Like,
I love that.
No, I hate that. What's the fucking point of a parade without floats? Now we're just walking.
Well, okay, I could be using the word. It might not be a parade, but it just looked cool. It just looked like a lot of fun. He said the bars are really cool there. They're really good. But yeah, man, I just like I want to go somewhere.
I feel you.
Besides Japan, because I know that would be the place you'd want to go. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Are we just talking about visiting?
Yeah, like a vacation, 2 weeks.
It's like 2 weeks. I want to stay in the States. I hate flying. Like,
oh my God.
I hate flying like that. It's like, I want to be there now. It's like, we took a long trip. Like, I want to stay
answer
here.
the fucking question.
You said 2 weeks, though.
Fine, a month.
Seattle.
A month.
Probably. I mean, if you ask me like right now, it'd probably be like England.
Yeah.
Probably.
I want to sightsee too. Like,
but like, if you were talking about like overall wanting, you know what I mean? So it's like, you're going tomorrow, England. But if like overall wanting, like I'd rather go to Germany, but also like kind of like want to know a little German. Do you know what I mean? Before I go to Germany. So it's like shit like that. So it's like overall, not necessarily England, but if you're like, you're going tomorrow, England.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I want to go to Buckingham Palace and shit. Like, just be a tourist.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Yes, I'm American, bitch.
I want to go. Honestly, I want to have a good beef Wellington because they look really good. I've never had beef Wellington.
You've never had beef Wellington?
No.
What? I have had it all the time.
Really?
Yeah, my mom makes it a lot. Or she
Really?
did. Yeah. It's like the toast thing, right? With mashed potatoes and like beef and gravy on top of it.
No.
That's a Manhattan. Never mind.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, so a Manhattan is a toasted piece of bread with a big lump of mashed potatoes and with like a pot roast beef on top of it, but smothered in gravy. It is so fucking good.
I thought you were just gonna say toasted with like mashed potatoes, and then you were gonna say something that's just really cheap on top, like just that, like no meat. I was gonna be like, sorry to break this to you, Eastwood. That's called poverty.
No. Yeah. No, it was good. I fucking love when she made that. And manicotti. Oh my God.
I don't know what that is.
You know what manicotti is? I mean, basically, it's just those little shells that are pasta filled
like
with
the sea set.
Yeah.
Okay.
The really big ones.
Okay.
Filled with ricotta cheese and then smothered in.
Why is that not
sauce.
ravioli?
I don't fucking know.
Is it closed?
No.
Oh,
it's like open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
they're like
okay,
open
okay.
shells.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
okay,
not
okay.
closed.
Okay.
I love me some fucking manicotti, dude. I could eat a goddamn
I think I have had it then.
a whole tray just down my throat.
I think I have had it then. No, I've never had beef Wellington. Is like literally like a chunk of beef, and it's wrapped in like a pastry.
Oh, I think I've seen those.
And so then, if it's made well, when you cut it open, like the outside's dark, but the inside's all like perfect medium, and it's supposed to be like super tender, and it's like, yeah,
I've definitely seen that.
Is it Gordon Ramsay that yells at everybody?
Yeah.
He makes like the world like the best like 3-star Michelin beef Wellington.
Okay. If you're hearing this, Gordon Ramsay, and want to go high with us and make us a beef Wellington, I'd definitely be down to try.
Fuck, what I was gonna say. Something you said reminded me of something. The double-decker buses.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to ride them, but at the same time, there's a food truck in where I went to college that sold pasties or whatever they're called. And like,
are they like the little nipple things?
No, that's pasties.
Oh, okay. And what are patsies?
It's a food truck. Why would they sell you nipple things?
I've just never heard of patsies.
You're making me say it worse.
I literally
it's like pastry, but they say it wrong. So it's basically like a little handheld pie. It has like meat and shit in it. It's like meat, potatoes. Anyway, they sold those, but then they finally, like, a lot of people came. So there was like there like regularly, and like we'd just eat around there. And the town I went to school in has like a lot of weather variation. So it's not like a place that's like, oh, I'll just eat at picnic tables all the time. So he got a double-decker bus and parked it there. And that was like, and like renovated the inside just with like a few little table things. And that's like the British one. And that's where like the inside was eating. And I honestly, eating in it made me be like, maybe I never need to go one of these again. Like I experienced it.
Oh my God, you did not experience it.
Yeah, I did. What else? Going from point A to point B? I don't give a fuck about that.
It's the whole like being in the city and catching it, and like it's the vibe of it.
No,
but just sitting in it and eating, like
no. I don't give a fuck about that. Like, oh, I'm in dungeon. I don't give a fuck about that. That's like riding the subway in New York. I did it once. I was like, this is cool because like now I experience the subway, but like, fuck this. I hate this. Why is any New Yorker like this? This sucks.
Because not everyone's fortunate.
Most people who ride it, not most, I won't go that far. A lot of people who ride it are like pretty fortunate. I was with trust fund kids.
Maybe it's nostalgia.
I know it's because they're like, we're New Yorkers. We ride subways.
Gross.
And you're like, okay, man. It's like, but you could afford the taxi, right? And he's like, we're New Yorkers. And
maybe it's because we're from a boring ass town. But like, I just don't get like that. Like doing something because it's just like, if there's a better way of doing it.
No, I don't think it's because like LA people aren't like that necessarily that grew up there, right? They're not like, we're from LA.
Actually, if anything, I've met more LA people that want to move.
That's what I'm saying. So like, it's an East Coast thing, because even in New Hampshire, like people still talked about like where they were from, even if it was like literally called a village, and they're like, oh, you're from Nukadoka. Like, or like, I'm Nukadoka and proud. And you're like, no one gives a fuck, dude.
I'm Nukadoka and proud.
I was like, no one gives a fuck that you're from Peabody, dude. Like,
I guess,
but they do.
I guess we do kind of have that with colleges here.
But college is a little different. Like, it's your Illuminati. You chose to be there.
Illuminati?
Alumni. It's your Illuminati, bro. You mean you didn't get into an Illuminati?
Throw your triangles up?
No, but it's your alumni. Like,
yeah,
you chose that.
Your alma mater.
That's what I'm saying.
I fucking hate that word so much.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, being born in New York literally means nothing. Like, going to college can mean several things. One, you went to college. One, you chose there. Chose it for a specific reason. But also, it can have prestige. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, that was hard to get into. I got in there. Blah, blah, you know? Being born in New York doesn't mean shit.
Bro, alma mater, I fucking hate that word.
Why? Because it's Latin?
It's just like, it's so just like pretentious. My alma mater.
Yeah, like Latin.
Bitch, fuck you. Like, just say.
Just say your school.
I don't know, dude. It's always just rubbing me the wrong way for some reason.
Which is really funny because I feel like you'd be the person with a Coach bag to say it if you could.
Bitch, it would be Gucci, not Coach.
Whatever. Oh, you don't have one of those? I have like 8. So you went to 8 schools? Like, I get kicked out a lot.
Oh my God. I'm a partying slut.
Doesn't necessarily mean you get kicked out. You just go for like 8 years to get a normal degree like Bert Kreischer. He went to the university. I believe it's it's either Florida State. Which one's the Seminoles? Do you know?
I have no fucking clue.
The ones that go, oh, yeah.
That's also a terrible name.
It's named after an Indian tribe. I know you're not Native American anymore, so you don't like them as much, but...
No, I just think that name's awful. Seminole?
It's the name of a whole people group, okay?
Well, you should have thought of a better name, people group. The Seminole is not it.
Anyways, I think it's Florida State. Florida State, he went there and was like the party animal at a party school. Like, he was the party guy.
And God.
So he went there for like 6 years to get a normal degree. He was like a 3rd year or 4th year senior.
And he's like, then I'm going to become a comedian.
Basically. He has like he has one of the craziest stories. Like, you know how he first got fame?
No.
Rolling Stone was doing a piece on party schools in America in the 90s. They went to Florida State because that was one of the biggest, if not the biggest at the time. And they were planning on doing a tour of them. Then they were like, hey, we're doing a thing for partying. Da, da, da. And everyone, literally everyone at the school that they talked to were like, oh, you need to talk to Bert. Bert's the party guy.
Oh my
God. And they're
God.
like, okay. And then they finally met Bert and they're like, hey, we're doing a piece about partying. And he's like, let me show you guys. Van Wilder is
That's what I was
loosely
gonna say.
based off of it.
I was like, it sounds a lot like Van Wilder.
It's loosely based on his article.
That's hilarious.
And so he's like, let me show you guys. And they follow him. And like literally like they really soon into like interviewing him and shit, they were like, no, this is the story. And then they named him America's biggest party animal.
Oh my God, that would be how
He got like
you
TV
get
shows and
fucking
stuff
started.
because of it. Like he started out being a comedian, but he got TV shows pretty fast after that. But most of them were like, it's like, oh God damn, Bert, you earned it. Like his first one was called Hurt Bert. And he did like bull riding and like shit like that. And I was like, ow. A bear almost killed him. He had to feed a bear. What?
My character just went for some reason. I don't like. I think it's like something with this.
But yeah,
That's crazy.
Bear almost killed him.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
That would fucking happen to him.
I know. But yeah, so just be a party slut and go to the same school for 6 years.
Do you know Elon Musk has Asperger's?
Duh. Like everyone's like, he came out on SNL. I was like, he came out when he talked.
I knew there was probably something up with him, but I didn't pinpoint exactly what it was.
Yeah, I mean, not hard.
Dude, everyone fucking... I don't understand the hate. Like, I do get it because of some shit that he said. But, like, also at the same time, like, dude, can he just be the one pass because he is a true inventor?
I mean, I don't even want to go into it. I'm just going to talk about all my issues with society.
Our daily conversations.
Just like too long of a rant. I don't even care anymore. Like I'm learning more and more just to be like, you know what? I'm gonna do my own thing. You all kill yourselves. They are killing themselves. Like not like me saying like literally suicide yourself, but like you know what I mean. I'm like whatever, dude. You all die. I'll do my own thing.
You all die.
Like you all just keep living in a lifestyle that makes you want to like freak out and da 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 da. It's like that's on you.
Yeah.
If you want something different, you can find it. It's out here.
Yeah. It's just interesting. But I like him and I'm going to support him. So
Yeah, I like him too.
And just like Joe Rogan gets a lot of hate too.
Yeah, I like him. A lot of people get a lot of hate. Most of it undeserved. Some of it way deserved.
Yeah, for sure. There are those fucks out there that deserve it. 100%.
People like being angry though.
Yeah.
They like being pious too. People love piety. People love it. If you're like, I don't like piety, I'm not a religious. Yes, you do. Look about how you either talk about morality, look about how you like hold things over people or think you're better than people because
also,
of this. That's all piety, dude.
It's been ingrained into us though, since like the beginning of time.
Piety?
Like the fucking whole, like this whole, our whole civilization is based off of like Catholics and shit. Like at least the United States is.
See, people are putting way too much emphasis on that. Like, and what I'm saying is like, yeah, it's definitely an undertone. Definitely there's like thought makers that were made because of that. But it's not like England didn't exist.
No, but that's what I'm
before,
saying. Like we were running away from control and trying to be free. But at the same time, they still instilled those things into our country. Whether it was Catholicism or not, it was still religion at its core. And so that's why people base a lot of their morals off of that.
I'm fine with their basic their morals off of it, but the piety is a choice. There's people that are in religion that aren't pious.
I guess that's true.
The people we hate in religion are pious.
Yeah.
And people leave religion and then they go, I can't be pious. But then they'll be like, can you believe she did that? Like, we would never do that. It's like, that's exactly it. That's literally like, what? You had sex out of wedlock? I wouldn't do that because I believe in God. And then it's like, what, you said that thing? Well, I read a book that said this thing. It's like, oh, that really literally sounds like what people say about the fucking Bible, you fuck. Like, it's piety. You choose it. All bad things in life you choose. You choose piety.
And now you know how Blue feels about society.
Yep. I'm so mad at it. I'm so mad. I thought I'd escape it. And then I go, oh, you're all fucking religious, you liars. Just some religions have no gods. Just idols.
What religion are you a part of?
Huh?
What religion are you a part of?
I mean, if I technically had to say, I would say Christian, because that's like the themes and symbology and whatever. And like it has a lot of good like talking points if you like kind of know the same language. You know what I mean? Like you can express ideas pretty easily through it. But most Christians, I think, would reject me, first of all. Definitely, I don't have mainstream beliefs. And for me, it's more like I feel like I connected with like the divine, if you will.
Yeah.
And like the lens that was open to me and I'm most familiar with and comfortable in playing in is like Judeo-Christian stuff. So like, that's why I would say it. But ultimately, I'd be like, whatever I connected to.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what I mean? Whatever gives me that sense of awe. Whatever I go, whoa.
Oh, show. Like this little guitar riff.
You want to know what I hate sometimes in like shows, but specifically anime?
What?
So watching this anime, it was really good. Really enjoyed the first season. Second season was pretty good until like towards the end. And I didn't hate it. You know what I mean? Like I was like, all right, this is a weird way to do this, and it was definitely rushed. But long story short, like coming towards the end, I was like, wait, is this show about to end? Like I didn't even realize. I was like, I guess it is. Man, these things are happening fast, which was already like a thing. But then we ended. But then she was like sending off these kids, right? Like to safety. And then she was like, okay, but I gotta like free everyone. So I'll be back. They're like, okay, but don't die. Promise me you won't die. She's like, I won't die. It's like, now we gotta go on a great adventure. And I'm like checking the episode. I'm like, there's like 7 minutes left. I'm like, I guess there is a season 3. They just wanted to get this shit out of the way. And then it proceeds to show me like a slideshow, essentially. Like it's not even animated. Like like the camera's moving, but like that's a still picture of like a lot of events. And I realized, oh, because of how specific the events were and stuff, and like it looked like they were setting a whole scene that like you could kind of get what's going on. And I was like, oh shit, I bet all this is in the manga. And then it ends. Like it takes us to the end. I was like, what? And then I looked it up. All that stuff did happen in the manga. The anime went through 150 chapters in one season. To put this in perspective, the first season ended around chapter 32. That's like, if we kept the same rate, that's like 5. That's 5.
That's
seasons.
Crazy, yeah.
I was just like, what? And there's other anime that have done it. Never at this. It was like Whiplash. It like broke my neck. I was like, wow, we're done. I mean, and a lot happened, dude. They like took down a whole like world. Like essentially, it'd be like if all the world's governments now changed because of one person. They did that in one episode. So it's pretty nuts. I hate when that happens. Or like I hate it. I hate knowing like huge things are like left out in adaptations. Stuff like that. It just always drives me nuts.
I feel you. I hate when they do one season of a show and leave it on a fucking cliffhanger, and then you cancel it Netflix. I'm talking to you.
With your babysitting club or whatever. What
Bro, I want to Jeff Bezos that thing so bad and just
buy it
and redo it with the same actors.
What was it called?
Teenage Bounty Hunters.
That's what it was.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking good.
Sounds like a Nickelodeon show. Or Disney one. Just one of the live action ones.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I feel like it's almost like ABC kind of shot.
ABC or ABC Family?
ABC Family. Yeah.
Also sounds like it could have been on there.
Yeah. They fucking renewed Emily in Paris, and I'm like, there's no way that show is better than Teenage Values. Oh, God. I do want to go to Paris.
Yeah.
Just to go.
That's how I feel. Maybe I'll fall in love with it. Who knows? I'd be surprised.
I would laugh so hard because of how much you shit on their language, which I get. I understand it. But if you're just like, I love Paris, man, it's so fucking cool.
I might, dude. I might. I'll still shit on everything I shit on, but like, you guys nailed it with Paris and wine.
Right. Yeah. They do make a good wine. So does Italy, though.
Yeah, but what are Italians? Aren't they just like dirty French people?
Oh my God.
Just kidding.
That's awful. You know who we never
Actually,
talk
arguably,
about?
it might be the opposite way because like Rome was first as far as like an empire.
You know who we never talk about, and they're like a beautiful group of people, is Armenians.
You've brought this up before, and you say that, but like our top royal family of beauty is all Armenian.
Who's that?
The Kardashians.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Chloe.
But you get what I'm saying. What are you talking about?
Chloe looks so different from everybody else. Like when you look at,
you're just saying she's not Armenian?
I'm just saying she's probably not from the same dad.
Yeah, but their mom's Armenian.
Oh, true. Yeah, so she'd be half technically. She, her mom begged her on one episode to take a DNA test. She's like, I don't want to know because I think it'll ruin my life. I was like,
the mom?
Chloe?
Oh,
No, her mom wanted her to take it to prove it, and she's like,
she's too scared.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want it to ruin my life.
What happens if she was full adopted?
It just wasn't like it was like a one night stand, but it was just so close.
Full adopted.
Oh my God.
I was about to be like, how do you think adoption works?
That would be her mom would be fucking delusional then.
Well, maybe her mom like just knows her well enough that she's like pushing her to be like, no, I'm telling the truth. And it's like she pushing hard enough that she can't ever say she's lying.
Yeah.
But she knows that she won't do it because she's so afraid.
They're ending that show finally.
Yeah, but aren't a few of them doing like a spinoff essentially or something? So it's like morphing into something else.
Probably.
I think it was like almost like a publicity thing.
TV stuff.
Which knowing them, it's fine. I mean, it's like that's what to expect. I mean, they did a sex tape as a publicity stunt. It's like, yeah, so you're right about like the people group, but it's like no one's saying Armenians are ugly.
No, I'm not saying that they're ugly. I'm just saying like no one really talks about them. Like we don't talk about Armenians like we talk about French people or Italians.
Oh yeah, because of all that Armenian cuisine we know about and all that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I want to know
social influence though. That's just it's cultural influence.
I know, but it's just sad.
I mean, if you want to go that way, it's like, are we talking about the Czechs?
Hey, I mean, valid.
We talking about Uzbekistan?
Valid. I mean, hey.
We can't all pay attention all the time to everything.
No, I agree with you, but it is what it is. I mean, North Korea gets more things about fucking them than Armenians.
Well, tell Armenians to get some nukes and threaten to blow up the countries around them.
Or to cut people off. That Seth Rogen, James Franco movie was hilarious.
Oh, the
interview?
Yeah, dude. I love that movie. Some people were like, oh, it's not that funny. And I was like, it's pretty funny. Like, this is exactly what I wanted.
Well, and two, like, it just got them so mad about the movie.
Oh yeah,
they were like threatening us if it like
I know, and like
it didn't. I don't think it even hit theaters, right?
Not like in a not in a major chain way. There's some like independent theaters that chose to do it. George R.R. Martin said they could have the premiere at his.
It was fucking just so funny.
Which I was like, I would have taken that in a second. I'd be like, all right, George. Also, like no joke, unless I hear about the book coming out in like the next, basically, I'm giving until August. It's never coming out. And the reason I say that is before it kind of made sense to me because I was like, hey man, he's just a guy that's really enjoying his fame now. And he does get asked to go a lot. He's writing other side things too. Like it makes sense why the book's like taking forever. And I was like, man, it might take a while because like, you know, he just kept going. And then 2020 happened. And he even wrote blogs saying, "Hey guys, I'm not leaving. Like, I'm an old fat guy. I understand that this might fuck me.
Yeah.
So I'm being careful."
So he should have the book fucking done.
Yeah, so he said he's writing and shit. And that's what I'm saying is like, oh man, it's been a year of just like 2020. And it's like, he probably still isn't out like now. So it's like a year and change. So if I don't even hear like a for sure date or something,
like it ain't happening.
even if it's a year and a half out, I'd be like, okay, I'll give it to you. But I'm just gonna be like, it's never happening. Maybe it's like a Wheel of Time situation, which the Wheel of Time is like a really famous fantasy novel series that's about to have their adaptation on Amazon. And like I think it would arguably now, so like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, like are the two most famous like fantasy novels.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say that as far as adult fantasy, Wheel of Time's third.
What about the Foundation?
What's the Foundation?
The one that Apple TV Plus is doing that you said it was like a really, really good sci-fi
Yeah,
story?
no, I'm talking about fantasy though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I'm talking about fantasy. Especially if you're into fantasy. You know what I mean? So it's like, it might not be like mainstream popular to too much degree. But if you're into fantasy, like you've at least heard of the Wheel of Time. Anyway, the author, he knew he was dying though, but the author died a few books out of the end of the series.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, but then Brandon Sanderson wrote this like really nice eulogy. Yeah. And his wife was looking to who would continue it on because he purposely left notes on how he wanted it to end because he knew he was dying. And she liked Brandon's thing so much, she like asked publishers about him and they're like, yeah. And so he finished it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And he pretty much stuck the landing. Like there's a few people that get nitpicky or whatever, you know what I mean? But like most people are like, Wheel of Time, you should read it. Even the Brandon Sanderson stuff, which shows that he did it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure.
But anyway, and the Wheel of Time was his favorite book series and still is. And so, you know, Game of Thrones might be like that. He has a lot of notes. Few people do know the ending and shit like that. So who knows? If he doesn't have it out by August or like a date or something, I'm just gonna be like, I wonder who they're gonna have write the rest of it when he dies. Cause like I haven't even been because I would never bother him, and I don't. And like there's a lot of fans that are basically like, what if you die? He's like, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm alive and well. Like, so I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like if he hasn't finished it with this year of intensive stuff, like even have like a remote idea when it's gonna come, I just think it's done. Like I'm not even saying he's dying soon. I'm saying he might live another 10 years. Like I just don't believe he's going to finish it. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's like it has nothing to do with like his lifespan on this earth. I'd say give him 30 years longer.
Right.
He's not gonna do it if like he doesn't have something. And then I'll just be like, okay, can't wait for Joe Abercrombie to write it.
Josh Grisham.
Oh God, yeah, Josh Grisham
turns into like a pseudo cry.
Nicholas Sparks. Can't wait for Nicholas Sparks. Game of Thrones. Could you imagine?
No.
Me neither.
It would be awful.
It would be
like the adaptation of that fairy show that you're telling me.
Oh, it kind of would be probably. Happier ending.
Dude, I think Lumi has a distinct style of TV shows. Like, when you're talking about legitimately TV shows.
Yeah.
Because he was telling me about this Jupiter's Legacy on Netflix. He's like, you should watch that. It's really, really good. I was like, okay. And I played the preview, and it's shot just like Shadow and Bone, which is what we're also watching.
Yeah.
Which for me, it's like almost like a budget CGI TV show.
What
is what Shadow and Bone looks like to me? Like really? Just with the hue of it and stuff like that. Like the like kind of brown rustic like color.
That's like every fantasy show.
I know, but I'm not into that. It just makes it look cheap to me. I don't know. I just don't like it.
How else do you do old timey things?
I don't know.
You think they were walking around with bright pink in the Middle Ages?
No. But I'm saying like it looks like there's like a filter over it, like an overall. I'm not talking about just like the clothing and stuff, but it looks almost like they're like putting like a fucking brown filter on the fucking like an Instagram filter or something on the TV shows. Anyways, but I was like, damn, you have like this like fantasy like bone, dude. You
What
love
did you
that
tell
shit. I didn't tell him. I didn't say anything to him.
What did it show? Was that
Jupiter's Legacy or whatever. It's like about superheroes.
Oh, superheroes, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if I will.
I don't think I will. It didn't interest me enough by the trailer, and I was like, no.
So, yeah, and that one to me, I was like, this looks like a worse version of The Boys. And at least budget wise,
dude, I can just not get into The Boys.
I don't understand why. I really enjoy The Boys. So here's my thing. I am already tired of superhero deconstruction stories.
Right.
But like one of the reasons is like everyone just goes for the same deconstruction. Like they just all go for like just the darkest shit.
Oh yeah.
Like the darkest deconstruction, which won't even argue. Maybe it's probably the more realistic one. Cause like we talking about people love being pious and hating people. It's like, if you got like that kind of power, you probably would be an asshole. Like,
right.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm saying like pretty much anybody. So like, I understand that to some degree, it might even be the more realistic one. Right.
Yeah.
But there's other ways you can go with it. You can even go with it in like the more, like, give me a world where everyone's a superhero. Let's deconstruct it that way now.
Right. And being not with power is like the celebrity type.
Or maybe.
Or just like
if you can find a way to justify that. Yeah. But yeah, so like let's start mixing it up. Let's, or like, give me superheroes that, are part of this like capitalist nightmare shit. And then like, are struggling with celebrity, right? But like some of them want to be good.
Yeah.
Like really? Like, you know what I mean? Maybe some of them are good, or I don't know, there's levels we can hit. Like, you know what I mean?
Do you know what my favorite like kind of superhero movie was?
Or like real quick, or get past like the deconstruction, like the initial one where everyone's like, well, you're superheroes, and they're behind the scenes like, fuck you, Janet. Like get past that where we all realize they are assholes. So now there's like literally like kid superheroes that realize their idols are assholes because the world changed them. You know what I mean? So then they like, their whole point is to not be that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like, let's make them supervillains now. Like supervillains are actually the ones that control the world. Not in like an evil way. They're just assholes. So like, they're like not the villains we would have thought. They're like normal life villains, just like to the 10th degree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's like, now there's some good guys trying to fight against them. Like, I don't know. There's other ways to deconstruct this. It just annoys me. We all go for the same one, basically.
So passionate.
The thing I like about The Boys, though, is it does have a few little twists that are nice, but
I just can't. I don't know. I can't get into it for some reason. I like it, but I just always end up stopping it, and I don't know why. I've tried so hard to watch that so many times.
That's good.
And it just like stops. But my favorite superhero movie, and maybe it's because it's nostalgia, but Sky High.
I actually love Sky High, dude.
Sky is so cheesy. High. It's a Disney movie. And it's so fucking cheesy, but it's so good.
Sky High is the best, dude. I fucking love Sky High.
Dude.
I remember I bought one of my friend's Sky High DVD for his birthday, and I could even tell when he got it. He's like, what the fuck is this? And then he watched it. Like, he said, thank you, and then, like, left for the weekend or whatever. And then at school, he was like, hey, man, I just want to tell you, like, for real, thank you for that movie. That was a great movie.
It's a good ass movie.
And I could tell he was like, I know I gave you a half-assed like thank you. Like, this is real, man. That was a great gift.
We should watch that.
I'd be down.
I mean, it's probably not as good as like today, but I still think it probably.
I mean, I think it is as good. I think it will be as good for me. Because I'm gonna go in with like, I'm not going in like, yeah, this is a 10. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going in with like, this is great for what it is. You gotta be ready to have fun.
Yeah, I fucking love.
Okay, this might be not negative on the movie. I don't like. I'm not saying the movie is this exactly, but it's like, it's almost like reading a middle grade book, where it's like if you go in knowing like, hey, this is for children, but it's fun, and like, you can have like a great time reading a middle grade book. You know what I mean? Like a Harry Potter or something, or Percy Jackson, if you like that. But like, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what it's like. It's like, hey, this is made for like young high school.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. And then you watch it, you're like, that was fun. I wish I was 13. Pow pow.
Dude, I kind of like the young adult stuff though. Even now.
Well, you like the adult young adult.
Yeah, like the Ginny and Georgia thing.
You don't like actual 13-year-old young adult.
Yeah. That's true.
You like old ladies reading Twilight young adult. Yeah, I mean, I think it's made for you. Like you said, you had a hard time getting the boys, but I could probably name off like 4 or 5 shows I know you basically binged that were essentially ABC Family shows.
Whatever, bitch. Some of them hooked you in too, bitch. You sit there for hours with me.
I mean, I was just there chilling. I also left.
And then you asked me about it, about what happened there.
I mean, the story's there. I also do that with the Hallmark movies.
Oh my God, fucking Hallmark.
I like stories. Even crappy ones, I can be like, that's interesting. And sometimes it's almost like Pulp Fiction to some degree, like literally pulp, like not like the movie. You just gotta know what you're getting into. And some of them will transcend, don't get me wrong. But like you gotta know what you're getting into. And like they can all give you like a fun twist. Like you can always find like a gem in there. You know what I mean? Like a good line or something. You know what I mean? Because like if someone's constantly, like even if they're a bad writer, but they're constantly trying to be a good writer, eventually they'll give you a gem line.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Where you're like, ooh, that was actually pretty good. I'm going to basically steal that from you.
Have you watched The Circle at all?
No.
Bro.
I refuse to. It reminds me too much of the Black Mirror episode.
Bro.
You do this to me every time. And my brother's like, you gotta watch it. I
actually didn't finish the first season, but I am watching this one and I'm like almost all the way through, so I'm just going to finish it. But dude,
I'm never watching The Circle.
The gagatondra that fucking show is. I think I want to audition for it.
Oh my God.
I just am like, I love that. Just like digging and conniving. And I would go as myself. I wouldn't go as like a catfish because my whole goal would just be to like be in every.
Isn't it to be with people?
What?
Is it not romantic?
No.
Okay.
You're just like, it's an influencer thing. It's like who can infiltrate the group the most to get them to vote for them and on a rating. And then you're the top rating. So then you get to block somebody, which is kicking them out. So that's the whole game. And I'm like, ooh, there's so many fucking ways that you can do this.
I'm going to laugh so hard if you were off first episode.
I mean, I won't give a fuck.
I would laugh so hard because you're like, ooh, I got plans. And you go out and be like, they were all wrong.
And I would admit to it.
I was so wrong.
But I think I want to audition for it.
To you, boo-boo.
I was like, you know what? That'd be fun. I would rather do something like that than Big Brother.
I don't know.
Big Brother to me is just, I
know some people that love it.
Dude, my grandma loves it, dude.
I have a guy that buys shirts every year for like teams and shit that he likes or whatever. Like people he likes. He takes off work. I'm not even joking. And he pays for like the 24-hour one. So like
who is this?
You know, watch the cameras. It's one of Johan's friends.
Oh.
But so you can like watch the cameras like on your computer. He goes to sleep to it. Like, he has it on. He wakes up to it.
The fuck?
Like he lives there with them.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's his dream to go on.
And it's not.
Oh.
I mean, if you really want me to psychoanalyze it, I know why he does it. But
why?
Because his brother's dead, and him and his brother, that used to be their biggest bonding point.
Oh, yep.
And don't get me wrong, I think they were both pretty big fans then. Like, I don't think they were casual fans, and that was the big. I think they were probably still already buying the TV shit. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know if he called off work for it. You know what I mean? And now I think every time he's like, it's almost like his like Ramadan for his brother, like with his brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a long holiday with his brother, like focusing on like his connection.
Yeah.
He won't come to social events. Like he'll be like, Big Brother's on, bye.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I have some respect for that though.
I mean, that he just commits himself so hard. Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, regardless of the reason, but
yeah, no, there's something to it.
Yeah. I don't know, just like reality TV in general, man. They had a question on there. I was filming like part of it out, just kind of seeing what it was about. And they were like, would you like us to contact you for further like casting shit? And I was like, hell fucking yeah, bitch. Get me on whatever. I love reality TV, dude.
I know you do. I know you do. Reality TV and ABC family shows. That is your media diet.
No, I like documentaries too.
Kinda.
The thing with documentaries is I think I need to watch them in spurts. Because they get kind of boring to me after a little while. But I still like the information. Like, I like the story overall. But they have like a lot. They go like deep into this shit, which is, I mean, what it's about. But it's just like, oh my God.
I genuinely feel like you hurt. Because I have a theory about people.
Well, I mean, duh. That's like you literally in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Because I have a theory.
You're right. I have a theory about people that like we all have natural learning thresholds. So everyone will say they like knowledge, and everyone does like knowledge. But we all have like almost like where we like to learn thresholds.
You call me stupid?
No.
Just kidding.
So some people want to learn just like bubblegum facts. Anything more than that, they're like, why are we focusing on this so long? And some people want general knowledge. Then some people want like deep knowledge, and some people like and they like to like mastery. They want to know literally everything. So I feel like you just had to like keep hitting your knowledge cap, and you're like, why are we still watching this?
I feel like I'm between bubble and general.
I would say you're roughly general. Like I would say basically it has to pique your interest to get past bubblegum, but like I'd say you're general. That's what I'd say.
General Sos, bitch.
Huh?
General Sos.
Yep. We could also call it the basic level.
Wow.
Hey-o.
I think bubblegum would be the basic level.
No.
Yeah.
I definitely don't.
Well, I definitely do, bitch.
Okay. Bubblegum's like people that you talk to that like know nothing but like trivial facts. Like even when you start talking about something, they're like, wow, I didn't know that. Wow, I didn't know that. Wow, I didn't know that. And you're like, I'm not even telling you anything deep. Like I thought most people knew this. You just have to pay more attention to the world, dude. That's people who are just in bubblegum.
Oh shit.
No, thank you. You know, Ancient Aliens has 200 fucking episodes.
I think we've talked about this before, but yes.
Did we really?
It's fucking nuts, dude. The shit that they talk about.
Well, I mean, you have 200 episodes. You gotta start going to the crazy land.
Oh my God.
Like, you have to go far into crazy land now, dude.
I just like... Dude, I just don't understand some of their shit.
Dude, there's so many things I've heard people explain. Like, this is connected to this, that's connected to this. I'm like, are you schizophrenic? Like, do you have like paranoid delusions? Like, it makes me wonder sometimes. Because like they connect everything.
Oh yeah, I definitely think that's
I was like, I can't tell if you just got crazy pattern recognition or you need medicine.
You need a doctor.
It's like, and then that's called JFF, standing for da-da-da. And you're like, and you're like, and then this F. And you're like, whoa, we could connect that to literally any F in the world.
Chill out, big guy.
I also hate people that are like, I didn't see it, so how do I know? It's like, okay, man. It's like, you must live a very paranoid life. Like, how you know not little gremlins in your engine are actually making everything go. You ever seen inside your engine?
Ew.
It's like, no. It's like, oh, it's actually little gremlins. That's the is the sacrifices of the gremlins.
Oh.
You're telling me a car runs on explosions? Dude, the moment I realized the combustion engine was literally little explosions, blew my mind. Little explosions that move pistons. We just have little bombs going off all the time.
There was a car that someone made that ran completely off water.
Like steam?
Yeah, and then he got killed.
Oh, steam engines can blow up.
No, like I don't think it was steam. Like it was like literal, like pouring water into it. I have to show you it sometime. But he literally got killed. There's a big conspiracy around it. But
because they were like, if we can run it off of water, then yeah.
It's so crazy to me that you can't collect rainwater.
That is pretty crazy. I don't know why, but like, I mean, I probably could think of a few good reasons.
Because you're not paying the government to give you water.
Yeah, or it's so like a company doesn't just massively collect rainwater, sell it in a bottle, but like it got polluted somehow because they weren't giving a fuck.
Yeah, I guess that's true too.
Like the barrel had mold on it. Now and now you got an infection in your body. You got mold growing in your lungs because you drank rainwater.
You mean to tell me you don't want moldy lungs? What?
Yeah, so it's like,
have you ever drank water out of like a mountain, like natural spring?
I was like, out of a mountain. You just have a mountain in your hand, lift it up.
Shut up, bitch.
Just pop the top off that mountain, and it's all water in there, like a coconut.
Have you?
I mean, I've had like a natural spring. I don't know if it was like a mountain natural, like.
So my grandpa lived in like the Appalachian Mountains, and there was a spring that came out and would just like pull water down the mountain, basically.
Yeah.
On the roads, but people will go and like fill up jugs because it's just free water.
Yeah.
Because it just always goes, like never stops. Dude, it tastes phenomenal.
Oh, remember in Oklahoma?
Yeah, that little like well thing.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That was neat. Also weird that it was like in the middle of nowhere. Like it's just on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere, and they're like, "This is our well water thing," and you're like, "Man, you really have to know about this somehow."
Right.
If I was driving down the road, I'd be like, "Huh, they got a spout." It's like, is that for firefighters?
Because what?
Like, why is it out there? Like, I wouldn't think.
There's nothing around it.
Well, like fields.
I know, but the firefighters just drive all the way out there, and then but to go back into town.
Well, I mean, like, what you think they just firefighters leave fires out in the middle? Like,
no. I just don't think of fields like catching on fire as much as I do like
what do you think catches on fire?
California forest fires
In fields.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Have you
I
never
just
seen a
think
controlled
I just
burn?
don't think of Oklahoma being like super dry. I guess.
It is super dry.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
You not see tumbleweeds? Those things look lively to you?
I see them in like Kansas and shit, but I don't see it.
Those are dry places, bro.
Oh, I always thought they were like because they usually have like grass, and so I just always thought. That
I mean, they're
it
not
was,
like desert dry.
Yeah.
But I mean, forest fires, those aren't dry places. Those are forests.
Yeah, but what it was around wasn't really a forest. It was like a park and a field.
Yeah, it's a field.
Surrounded by this like spigot.
I don't even think it was a park.
I don't know. It was cool though.
It was like green area, but I think it was just green area in a field.
Yeah, it was definitely cool though.
Yeah. I mean, what would you think if you saw a spout out of the middle of nowhere? You would think, I bet I could pull over and drink from that.
I mean, they were kind of advertising it like as being like a thing, but I get you. Like if you weren't from that area and you just drove by, you were like, "What the fuck is that?" And then just keep going. Yeah, I don't stop for.
I'm not
parks.
saying it's secret knowledge that the locals don't know about it.
Well, I'm not going that far. Obviously, they
That's
know
what I'm saying. If
about
I was just driving down the road and I was all spout, I'd be like, I don't know what that's for.
Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and making it this far. If you're still here with us, it's been a ride.
Yeah. What do you want from me?
To fucking do the outro, you dumb bitch.
He said it's been a ride. I said, yeah, I thought you'd continue. We're Smoke With Us podcast on anything we're on, except Twitter. We are SWU Podcast, SWPOT Cast.
Yeah, and once again, this episode is brought to you by East Tree CBD. You can go to easttreecbd.com, use the code SW10 to get 10% off tied to the Church of Stoners, and get your Delta 8 and CBD needs.
Yeah, if you made it this far, make sure you like, subscribe, do whatever you do on your spot that you're listening to us to. Helps out the show. We want to talk to you. Reach out in the comments or email us at smokewithuspodcast@gmail.com. We want to talk to you.
Also, leave us ratings. Like, even if you think we suck, give us a 1 star.
Ooh.
And I can tell us why.
He's bolder about that than me. Give us at least a 3.
I like the feedback. So if you have, be
Even
kind.
if you hate us, be a 3.
Constructive criticism. Don't be a dick about it. But yeah, we definitely want to talk to you guys more. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. What level of high are you at?
I am at a 8, I would say.
I think I'm back down to like a 7.5. But I got pretty high. It's pretty nice.
This isn't the highest I've been in the episode. All right, we're going to send you out the same way we always do with St. Warhead's Sparkler.
Smoke weed every day.
I I've been wavy for the longest, need the rest of y'all to catch up to me. Terpene gravy for my bong hit, so every hit is extra gooey. Then I light it extra doobie, get high while I Netflix movies. Pass it to my baby, muffled coffee, my face next to boobies. I like to get high a lot, I like to get high a lot. My girls, they take smaller dabs because we have to buy a lot. I hate it when my lighter's lost, don't you too? That shit sucks. Anywho, I got shit to do. Need a smoker, then after fuck. No, I don't wanna work with you. All you other rappers suck. I told you I got work to do, so will you please get off my nuts? Sorry, don't think I'm high enough. Nope, light another up. Coughing while we mob and drop the glob, and when the glow is up, 99 problems think I solved until I sober up. My squad do this often, we hot boxing if we pulling up.
99 problems, think I solved until I sober up. My squad do this often, we hot boxing if we pull
I like my
skip drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my
Skip drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my
Skip drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my
Skip drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my
Skip drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my
Skip drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my
Skip drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my
Skip drip.
It light up like a spark. Dabs got my fingers sticky like I'm Peter Parker. Feeling like a king, scrolling memes with scenes from Arthur. Sauce has terpenes, diamonds looking like it's tartar. All my friends grow weed, we got some inner city farmers. It don't matter if you broke or not, you can find a way to smoke some pot. Every spot is overstocked and every block an open shop, and everybody's high, you can't even find a sober cop. Every night I'm stoned, then I zone out and play Overwatch. Then I get hungry as I'm looking for some shows to watch. Baby plug me with some munchies, all of a sudden I'm dozing off.
Then I get hungry as I'm looking for some shows to watch. Baby plug me with some munchies, all of a sudden I'm
I like my
skip drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my
Skip drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my
Skip drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my
Skip drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my
Skip drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my
Skip drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my
Skip drip.
It light up like a spark. I like my
Skip drip.
It light up like a spark.